Global metropolises become hellscapes as explosions obliterate iconic landmarks, marking the calamitous dawn of worldwide conflict. Beijing's ancient majesty crumbles under the relentless assault of aerial warfare, signaling the collapse of peace. New York's towering skyscrapers are engulfed in flames, a stark symbol of the world's descent into turmoil. Moscow's historic heart is torn asunder as the Kremlin faces destruction, symbolizing the global scale of devastation. The newsroom is ablaze with the harsh glare of screens flashing dire reports. Missile strikes reported, painting a grim panorama of escalating global tensions. Anchors, their faces etched with concern, battle to maintain a semblance of calm as they deliver grim reports of the unfolding global crisis. Within the somber confines of the US War Room, a palpable tension smothers the air as high-ranking officials convene amidst the unfolding crisis. General Williams steps forward, his demeanor grave as he delivers grim news of initial attacks and fracturing alliances. In the heart of the Russian command center, a somber assembly of leaders gathers, their expressions mirroring the gravity of the hour. Illuminated by the cold glow of holographic displays, Premier Volkov stands as a formidable figure, his voice cutting through the silence with a decree. We must mount a strong defense. He urgently proclaims, the fate of our nation depends on it. Under the oppressive sky, tanks thunder down the avenue, their metallic roar crushing the hopes beneath. Civilians scatter in desperate flight, their faces canvases of raw terror as the iron behemoths approach. Amidst the chaos, Sarah, a beacon of unwavering resolve, navigates the panic crowd, her gaze searching, her spirit unbroken. Within the Cyber Warfare Division, digital warriors clash in a high-stakes cyber battle, their every keystroke echoing through the digital realm. The screen screams system breach as the digital world crumbles, power grids flicker and die, and financial institutions collapse under the weight of relentless attacks. The fate of nations hangs in the balance, as each line of code becomes a weapon in this silent, invisible war. In the heart of a war-ravaged farmland, a humble farmhouse stands as a solitary beacon of hope amid the desolation. A weary family huddles together, their faces mirroring the devastation around them as soldiers march past, stirring up dust from the barren earth. In the distance, billowing smoke serves as a haunting reminder of the unrelenting conflict that has consumed their world. The dust kicked up by the soldiers' boots swirls around them, a symbol of the turmoil and uncertainty that envelops their lives. In the claustrophobic depths of an underground bunker, world leaders gather around a polished table, the air suffocating with unspoken fears and mounting pressure. President Hayes, a beacon of resolve, urgently demands, "We cannot afford to delay any longer. Immediate action is required." Premier Volkov, a monolith of stoicism, counters with a chillingly calm retort. "Your immediate action is a reckless gamble, Mr. President. We need a calculated approach." Hayes bristles, retorting with barely restrained fury. "Calculated? While you calculate, the situation deteriorates. We're running out of time." Volkov's gaze hardens, and he delivers a grave warning. "And your impulsive decisions will only make matters worse. I will not stand by and watch you lead us all to ruin." On the blood-soaked battlefield, chaos reigns as soldiers from warring nations collide in a maelstrom of fury and desperation. Amidst the carnage, Sergeant Miller emerges as a beacon of resolve, leading his squad against seemingly insurmountable odds. Each soldier fights with a primal intensity, their faces etched with fear, courage, and the desperate will to survive. Explosions erupt around them, casting an eerie, flickering light that illuminates the grim reality of war. In the silent sanctuary of the International Space Station, astronauts drift weightlessly, their expressions a stark blend of awe and horror. Beneath them, The Earth bears the brutal marks of devastation, continents scarred by raging fires and coastlines veiled in smoke. In a moment of profound realization, the astronauts exchanged somber glances, silently acknowledging the fragility of human civilization. In the heart of Chinese military headquarters, strategists gather under the cold glow of holographic maps, contemplating their next move. The weight of responsibility hangs heavy as they debate, their hushed voices weaving through the tense atmosphere. The air crackles with anticipation as they consider unleashing advanced AI-driven drones, a decision that could alter the course of conflict. Amidst the chaos of the hospital, overwhelmed doctors and nurses battle to mend shattered bodies and spirits. In the crucible of crisis, Dr. Chen faces impossible choices, forced to ration life-saving supplies with a heavy heart. Each ticking second echoes the desperate struggle to preserve life amidst dwindling hope. In the solemn atmosphere of the US presidential office, sunlight pierces through the window, casting a sharp contrast against the heavy burden etched on President Hayes' face. President Hayes sits, his face a canvas of worry as the weight of the world bears down on him. The red phone, a stark symbol of immense power, sits ominously on the desk, a constant reminder of the unthinkable choices he must face. Premier Volkov, haunted by an impossible dilemma, faces the abyss of catastrophic choices. In a desolate landscape, the lone survivor, weary and dust-covered, wanders amidst the skeletal remains of a once great city. Twisted metal and shattered concrete stand as grim reminders of what was, as his eyes search the horizon for any sign of life. After hours of aimless wandering, a flicker of movement pierces the silence, igniting a spark of hope in the desolate expanse. Cautiously he approaches, unveiling a hidden entrance that promises a sanctuary beneath the ruins. Flickering candlelight casts eerie shadows across the faces of the refugees, each etched with the haunting memories of loss and a fragile ember of hope. In the hushed sanctuary, a symphony of whispers and prayers rises from the depths of shared grief, mingling with the distant echoes of a world shattered. Amidst the somber gathering, arguments ignite, fueled by desperation and the burning question of humanity's fate. Inside the emergency UN meeting, an oppressive silence descends as diplomats gather, their faces etched with anxiety. Amidst the nervous rustling of papers, Ambassador Dubois rises, her weary eyes reflecting a glimmer of hope and determination. With the weight of the world on her shoulders, Ambassador Dubois passionately declares, "We are at a precipice." Her voice resonates with urgency as she pleads. The world watches, holding its breath, praying for reason. In a final, desperate plea for unity, she urges, "We must choose peace. We must choose dialogue. We must choose humanity." In the US war room, the holographic map casts an eerie glow as General Williams and President Hayes confront the impending conflict. General Williams warns, "Mr. President, we must stand firm. The enemy's aggression continues to escalate." President Hayes listens intently, the weight of the world etched on his face as the room holds its breath. The air crackles with anticipation as the holographic map pulses, a stark reminder of the impending storm. Inside the Russian command center, Premier Volkov stands as a solitary figure, his face a canvas of worry amidst a tempest of urgent activity. Conflicting reports flood in, each voice a nervous tremor in the high-tech sanctuary, testing the limits of Volkov resolve. In a moment of stark vulnerability, doubts cloud Premier Volkov's judgment as he grapples with the accuracy of his intelligence. Amidst the devastation, glimmers of hope ignite as helping hands reach out, nurturing life and rebuilding shattered communities. Life emerges from the ruins as seeds are planted, symbolizing renewal and a steadfast commitment to the future. Communities unite, brick by brick, to reconstruct their homes and lives, fueled by an unwavering spirit. As the rebuilding progresses, a lingering question echoes. Will humanity learn from its mistakes? From the desolate expanse of space, Earth hangs scarred, yet unbroken, a testament to resilience. As the intense music fades into the void, the future of humanity hangs in the balance.